Hey, love, and welcome back to Loving Me, Loving You with Alondra Hopkins, the Abundant Coach, host of Loving Me, Loving You podcast. And to any returning loving ladies, I love you. And to any new viewers, you are loved also. But make sure you subscribe down below. Also, head over to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify to listen to the actual show. And today I have a small little word for you. And the word for today is you are called to do exactly what God called you to do before the add-ons. And the add-ons can be additional identity. The add-ons can be different mindsets. The add-ons can be an increase in your income. The add-ons can be friends, new family members, new wounds. And I say that to say that the assignment has not changed, but the environment may have, the friendships may have, the family relationships may have. You may have lost some family members along the way, but you're still called to do what God called you to do. You're still called to believe. You're still called to have faith. You're still called to grow and adapt and become who God told you that you are. So do not let the add-ons confuse you. Do not let the add-ons convince you that you are not who God says you are. Because what I'm learning about life is that the assignment starts to be perverted the moment you change, your circumstance changes, your relationships change, and it starts to convince you that things are changing, so you have to change your desire. But who's to say that that desire of ministry, that desire of real estate owned, that desire of going vegan, it can be any desire of your heart, because every answer to your prayers are going to be yes and amen forevermore. But why is it that when things begin to change, your desire and your faith get out of alignment with one another? Why is that? And I don't have the answer. But what I do believe God has been revealing to me is that your desire begins to change because as the circumstances wave, now your faith is waving with it. But you are supposed to be grounded and rooted in the promises of God. You're supposed to know that he's not a man that he shall lie, and no word shall return to him void. So everything that he has told you, every word of faith that has been prophesied over you must come to pass if that is God's will for you. So losing a family member, losing a relationship, changing your personality, changing who you are, what you like, what you don't like, has nothing to do with the word that God sent you initially. Because the same way right now, you may be young, you may be in your youth right now, and you have these desires and these dreams, and your imagination is the closest to God in your youth, because that is when you are the most faith filled. You're the most faith filled in your youth, but youth does not last forever. Think about how many things have changed, even from 2020 to now. It was once upon a time, COVID convinced us all that the world was imploding. The world was over. Oh, this is the end. Jesus is coming back, but the world will not end until the gospel is preached. So the same way 2020, it perverted our desires. It perverted our desire of marriage. It perverted our desire to have families built. It perverted the desire to buy homes and cars and whatever your desire was. And now as you stand in 2023 and see that no matter what happens, no matter what circumstance, it was a global pandemic, but God said, what about the word that I sent? I said that this is not over. The world is not over until I come back. until my spirit is filled in the earth, until my gospel, until my word is honored fully. This is not over. That is the word that God is bringing you revelation for. God is reminding you that the assignment has not changed. The world is not over because the circumstance has changed, but you must adjust to the new things that have come, because the former things pass in order for the new things to have room in your heart, the new habits, the new healing, the new faith to wash over your spirit. I love you.